Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Couch to Crit, where we bring a cyclist from couch fitness to criterium success. Welcome back, Logan.
How's it going, Jeff?
Good, man. Good. So I wanted to update you guys. We had a development a couple weeks back. We live streamed a ramp test, which was a lot of fun. Yeah. Logan basically brought the Texas power grid back online with the amount of watts he was producing.
It was pre-snowstorm. It was right as the snowstorm blew in.
If you guys missed that, check it out. It was so fun to watch you smash, man. So let's just, spoilers are coming. So if you missed that, go back and check it out. We're going to talk about the results right now. Logan saw I had to write these down. Logan saw a 21.5% increase in his raw power, which is like nuts. I kill myself for like a 3% increase in my power, just to put that number in perspective.
And what were those numbers to put in perspective too? Like, what was your power increase?
Mine I went from 345 to 352. But this is about you, Logan. You went from 204 to 248, and there's gonna be a lot more improvement to come. But wait, there's more. You also lost weight, which is not something we talked about. So you increased power and you lost weight, which is like the cyclist's dream.
Lost weight, gained muscle. It's been the all-around dream in this first 6 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever it's been.
All on sweet spot, low volume base one. Turns out that sweet spot stuff works, I guess.
3.5 hours a week.
3.5 hours a week. It's pretty incredible. So 27% increase in his watts per kilogram to go along with his 21.5% increase in overall power. So you're turning into a lean, mean racing machine. And I guess that's a good segue into the next phase of training, which is probably something that people are going to be wondering about. And we're going to get you outside. We're going to get you outside. You're going to be doing bump drills. You're going to be doing practice crits. And you're still going to be doing your TrainerRoad plan. But your TrainerRoad plan has sort of evolved a little bit. By the way, outdoor TrainerRoad plans are fine. You load the workouts onto your head unit. And now that the weather's changing, we're actually getting into bike racing season. Should we talk about your A race, Logan? Were you ready for that reveal?
I think so.
Hit him with it, man.
It's going to be Tulsa Tough in June. So it's coming up quick.
Tough is in the name, you guys. So it's a big time race, June 13th. And what does that mean for Logan's training? Like I said, we're getting him outside. You are putting that A race date into Plan Builder within TrainerRoad, and it is building this plan for you, so you are absolutely peaking for that A race event, Tulsa Tough, in June. And there's a new product too that we're not going to spend much time on because you've probably already been beat over the head with it, you guys, which is adaptive training, which is TrainerRoad's new feature. You want to just hit them now that you've been doing it for a little bit. By the way, Logan was one of the early users of adaptive training, and how's it been so far?
Yeah, so I'd heard horror stories about your next workout after a really good ramp test increase, which I was terrified for because I just had a really good ramp test increase. Jonathan saved the day and got me into the private beta the day before my first workout. So I don't know about that killing yourself in the first workout after a good ramp test, but my first workout was awesome. It was like exactly what it hurt, just the right amount. And the next day, my legs hurt just the right amount. And the next day I was ready to go again. So I have nothing negative to say about it. It's been great for this first week.
Which is perfect, because I think that's their tagline, which is the perfect workout every time, which is very ambitious, but that is a problem that they're trying to solve. Like have been a victim of this terror, which results in a bump in your FTP, and then the next workout is just like soul crushing. So super cool. I'm excited to hear more about how that goes and more just your gains, because we're seeing your weight continue to come down and your power continuing to go up, and it's all going according to plan. I'm very excited to see how race day goes. And let's talk about your outside rides. So your first outside ride was a power curve test. How'd that go?
Yeah, it sucked. The weather sucked. The effort sucked. I wasn't happy.
So you did it right.
Yeah, it's nice to see the data plotted out on the graph now. I'm glad to have it.
Yeah, so let's talk about this, what you did and what it means. Because I encourage everybody listening to go do this if you haven't already. So I had Logan go out and do 4 efforts, all out efforts. And they were in this order. He did a 20-minute all out test. He did a 5-minute all out test. He did a maximum 1-minute test, and then just an all out sprint. And they truly are as hard as you possibly can go. And they're not fun to do, but they give you really good data. And this is what Logan's effort looked like. The first thing I'm going to point out, the elephant in the room, is how crazy this sprint number is. 1,325 watts is insane for an untrained athlete. How much longer are we going to consider you an untrained athlete, though, is the question, Logan.
As long as I can milk that for. I mean, I'm happy to go through this whole season as an untrained athlete. It sounds better.
Well, dude, people are going to think that you're sandbagging, but honestly, like, Logan just had a 1,325 watt sprint. So look out, Cat 5s in the Houston area. Sorry, Dallas area.
I got to make it to the sprint, which is going to be the challenge.
That's the point, because let's look at the other side of that coin here, and let's scroll over to your 20-minute test. And that's 232 watts. We're working on that. That's what the sweet spot plans are in TrainerRoad, and that's why we're working towards bumping up your FTP. We're gonna make you more of a well-rounded athlete. But looking at this graph, I am thinking, man, if we can just get you in any sort of shape and any sort of position with 200 meters to go, dude, you are gonna absolutely blow the doors off of every single Cat 5 in the state. It's gonna be hilarious to watch. But we got a lot of work to do still. Also, looking at this, you did have a great spike in power, but then it just fell off a cliff immediately. So when we look at a more realistic, like 15-second effort, which is more like what a sprint is going to be, we've come down considerably. I think those are still race-winning numbers, but I'm more confident if we can get you to have a higher percentage of your max sprint for about 12 to 15 seconds, because that's a more realistic metric, right? If you can go out and make 1,300 watts, awesome. I want to see 1,100 watts for 12 seconds. Then we're really cooking with gas. And that's the beauty with this. This is the personal records tab on TrainerRoad, by the way. That's the beauty of this, is it truly is your personal record. So this is going to evolve over time. As you start to go out and do some of these practice races, and as we've actually come into the race season proper, you start to do real races, you start to do longer efforts, bigger climbs, your base fitness comes up, we're going to see this transform. And this is going to be a really good rock for us to come back to. And we are going to be able to see how this changes. And this is going to determine what we need to work on and determine like how the training is influencing your overall fitness. So keep that in mind. We're going to come back to that. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about with you in the audience is your bike fit. Because actually, I don't think people know this. I don't think we've revealed this, but you actually were fighting some bike fit issues. You had some knee pain. You had some numb parts down below, and you told me you started to adjust your saddle and your seat post and your bars, and I was like, no, let's stop this, because you can turn a small problem into a big problem. And guys, fit is incredibly important for power generation and then just for healthy riding. So you went in and you had a professional fitter with the retool equipment. Tell us about that experience.
Yeah, so I went in for the fit, and he laid me out on a little PT table, and we stretched it out, and he assessed flexibility, got on the bike and went through the whole mapping, with the little dots all over you. And he was able to see how I rode a bike. And so the results ended up being that I walked in a very straight up, and, I tried to make myself comfortable on the bike position. And now it ended up, he put me in a very, very aggressive position. Like if here's the spectrum of very comfortable to very aggressive, I put myself here. He put me here, and now I'm more comfortable. So me making myself comfortable, him
That's
making
awesome.
me more aggressive and also more comfortable. It's been great.
So I feel like most people would be on the wrong side of that spectrum, the too aggressive, and he'd have to back them off. So you
said that's pretty common.
Okay, I figured that was the case. That's great though. So not only are you more aggressive and faster, you're also more comfortable. Knee pain is gone, no more numbness. So it's like, I think that was money well spent. So guys, if you're suffering from any pain outside like the normal, training stress, I can't urge you enough to go out and get a bike fit, because you can turn, like I said, a really small problem into a really big problem. And I guess my last question for you, Logan, is did you have to change any of your equipment on your bike, or did he just adjust what you have?
Yeah, so no equipment changes were necessary. He offered some suggestions like insoles or a new saddle, but just trying to save money, I didn't go for it. And we were able to get in a position that I was very comfortable. Pressure mapping was good on the saddle. So essentially the saddle went up and my bars came down. So I actually got to slam my bars a little bit, which I was happy about.
Bro.
Pro, and some spacers and the pedals to make my knees track more straight.
Yeah.
My left one was going outside a little bit, but other than that, no.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see, you had a really good balance. By the way, Stage is dual-sided. We're able to geek out on the data and look really in detail at that. And we're able to see that Logan has a really good, about a 48-52 left-right balance. And I'm curious to see if that's changed now that you've had a proper fit. And what we're going to do is we're going to be tracking that. We're going to be sharing that information with you guys. And just Logan's journey in general. Don't forget to subscribe. Dude, you're going to be smashing the Cat 5 scene in Texas. I'm so excited to see what you're capable of. And again, thanks for coming on the episode, Logan.
I'm pumped, man. I'm ready to go outside.
I'll catch you in the next one. Later, guys.
Yeah. See y'all.